going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about why you need to go ahead and set up your LLC as soon as possible. One of the things that's going to happen is you're out here, you're starting your business, you're putting together your things, and there's little thought or consideration to the future. Because let's go ahead and say, and I'm going to give you two scenarios. Let's go ahead and say you don't set up an LLC. You go ahead and just start your business as a sole proprietorship. You do work, you sell things, you get paid. And you go ahead and do this, right? And it starts to work out, and you're in year 3 and you don't have an LLC. You don't have your proper business paperwork. And you just come across some information to realize that if you had started your LLC, you would be in the position to get business credit. Now, most banks are not going to give you a line of credit unless your business is 2 years old. Now, what they're going to want to see is your LLC filing date, and they're going to see your EIN. Well, once typically your EIN is going to correspond with your LLC. But this is one of the things that so many people get themselves in trouble is they don't set up an LLC, they don't set up their paperwork, they don't set up the EIN, they don't get a business banking account. They go ahead and do all of this stuff and they put themselves in a very, very bad position. And one of the things that happens when people put themselves in bad positions is you can't go back and fix the past. You can't. So that's the scenario that a lot of people find themselves into. They'll go ahead, start a business, they'll go ahead and do these things, and they will not set up an LLC. Now, let's go ahead and say scenario number 2. You've come across this channel, Personal Capital, and you go ahead and you set up your LLC maybe 4 or 5 months before you even start doing anything. That's great. And then you start doing your business, and then you go ahead and get yourself QuickBooks. So you have your LLC, your EIN, your business banking, and QuickBooks. So you are actually documenting the things that you're doing for your business. And then before you know it, 2 years pass by and you're like gonna drop into one of your favorite banks. You're gonna get yourself a line of credit if the bank doesn't ask for RS documentation, and you're gonna get yourself a business credit card. This is one of the things that happens for people who go ahead and prepare for the future. See, once you start preparing for the future, you open up many, many doors. You open up a lot of situations, because right now, there are a lot of people who have businesses, right? But they don't have an LLC, they don't have an EIN, they don't have business checking, and their businesses are doing pretty well. They're making money, but they're not situated to have the proper paperwork to get into the finer levels of business financing, getting business credit, and setting themselves up to go ahead and to open the doors to get more things for their business, because they haven't properly set up their business. So if you're thinking about setting up a business, you should set up an LLC. Now, there's going to be a lot of conversations. Someone's going to come in here and it's like, I'm in California, I'm in New York. They're very expensive to set up. Once again, once you get into the world of LLCs, you will find out that there's a lot of options in regards to setting that stuff up. There's a ton of options. There's a ton of things that you can do to prepare yourself, to set yourself up, to go ahead and open up the door for you to be business lucrative. business lucrative. You have your LLC, you have your EIN, you have your all this other stuff. And there are so many things that you can do to set yourself up where you will be prepared in the future to have yourself set up, to have yourself situated for your business. This is one of the things that you can do. So you don't want to be that person 2-3 years in the future, because here's the thing, time passes, you know, and let's go ahead and say you really don't know what kind of business you want to start. Fine. You could start a very generic LLC. You could start something enterprises. You could start last name enterprises, last name, there's so many things you could do to set this up. Because here's the thing, your business, let's go ahead and talk about this. You can have an LLC that says, I'm being funny here, Funky Bullwinkle LLC. Funky Bullwinkle LLC. Then you get to the point where you want to open up a restaurant, but you don't want to call your restaurant Funky Bullwinkle LLC. There's something that's called doing business as. So you could go ahead and do business as for the LLC in a totally different name. So there's a lot of options for you to set yourself up to go ahead and be prepared for the future, because there's a lot of videos here on YouTube talking about you can get all this business funding with no requirement of income. You can get credit cards, that's pretty easy. And there are some banks you can get a line of credit by just giving them stated income. But once again, there's tricks, rules, and regulations to that, because I can already tell you if your personal credit report has a lot of inquiries, that's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. So one of the things that I'm getting ready to do is open up done for you services. What we will be doing is we will set up, first of all, we'll set up a phone call. Then we will set up your LLCs and teach you how to get your EINs, get your business bank account, and go ahead and just literally set up the groundwork for your future. That's something that I'm going to be opening up very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that. If you need an LLC, there's going to be a lot of things. I'm still kind of working on it in my mind, but there's going to be a lot of things that we're going to be doing to teach you how to get business funding, how to set up yourself with an LLC. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be coming very, very soon.